We had a huge amount of interest in our recent video about the auction-based Chinese mini-excavators and track loaders, etc. Really appreciate you guys responding to that with all of your comments. By far, the most frequently asked question was, well, how do I find these auctions? We're going to show you that today, at least how I find them. Let's get started. Let's just dive right into it here. I'll sit down in front of the computer and show you how it's done. I start out here by going to auctiontime.com. Now, this is not sponsored in any way. I just happen to use this website to find the auctions that I might want to attend. So we're looking for mini excavators today, so we'll go to the construction equipment, and I'll just set it up here for online auctions. So we're seeing a list of online auctions right here. When I sort, I will sort by time remaining. So that means the nearest auction first. So I could click on this and buy this 2003 Cat 963C. It's going to be closing in 30 seconds. I better bid fast before Christy says no. Actually, there won't be any issue on that. I don't think I have any interest in that particular machine. So what we're really looking for here is a category, right? So we've already got the category applied of construction equipment. What I want to do is narrow that to excavators. So I'll select excavators and I'm going to apply it. I'm going to go right back into that category. Since excavators is selected, it gives me some choices under it. So I'm going to select mini excavators up to 12,000 pounds. Now, I could try to filter it further, but I have found that to be good enough for this first step. For example, the very first ones on the list here are the Chinese Mini-Excavators. This one is not. It's a Cat 305.5 E2. So it's a relatively new machine here, a 2016 model. But we can kind of find what we're looking for within this list. There's a lot of information here. This one's ending in 7 minutes, and its current bid is $2,600. It's a QH12R. Now, when it says that I can bid $2,600, that doesn't mean that's what I'll be paying. So I'll click on this View Buyer's Premium. This one's got a 10% buyer's premium. It does not have any cap on that buyer's premium. It also says where it is. I can't pronounce the name of that town. Let me know if you know how to pronounce that, or maybe you live there, who knows, but in Iowa. This one's in Minnesota. So we'll look at it. The buyer's premium on that is 10% up to $10,000, $1,000 total up to $50,000, and 2% over $50,000. So that's a more complicated model. You can actually use a calculator here to figure out what your buyer's premium is going to be. So let's say I spend $75,000 here and I'm buying one item. That would be a $1,500 premium. So that's very handy how it can do that calculation. Folks, I don't hear very well, and there's a reason for that. I was a he-man, a tough guy during my younger years, and anytime I was around loud noises, I said, I can handle it, no problem there. Well, there was a problem, and I wasn't quite as tough as I thought I was. I recommend you using hearing protection early. Don't wait like I did until it was too late. Well, it could be worse. I could have not used it even in my later years, but I found isotunes. And isotunes are an incredible way to protect your hearing. They're simple, either plugs in the ears, okay, or cups over the ears that just provide a very simplistic hearing protection, just like regular foam earplugs or the simple over the ears. The difference is they have the Bluetooth phone and audio built in. And this makes them very handy. It also helps if you have already lost some of your hearing. This really helps me to hear my phone better, right? Yeah, I'm going to have to get hearing aids at some point, but this is kind of a crutch to get by and until that time is, well, really here. You can get IsoTunes at the link in the description, and then you use code TTWT30 for a 30% discount. Most of this month, actually, for the holiday season. It's a better discount than you'll find anywhere else online. The folks at IsoTunes let me know that we have the best discount on the internet, and I really appreciate that. So yeah, check them out. Link in the description. 30% off with TTWT30. Protect that hearing, unlike me. Let's improve our filtering a bit. I'm going to switch from online-only auctions to all auctions. Many online auctions are listed as on-site. In other words, they both do online and on-site. So I just select all here. I'm going to go down and change the dates. I'm going to select all of these dates. I'm also going to limit myself to certain states: Illinois, Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana. That's close to me. Obviously, you can select any that you want. Now, I still want to be sorted by time remaining. So this gives me a list of auctions that are near enough to me that I might be interested. Not interested in that. I'm not interested in the E45. Oh, yes, I'm interested in one of these little cheap Chinese pieces. Anna, Ohio. Let's see. The buyer's premium. Oh, 15%. I'm not sure I'm going to be interested in that. 1 day and 23 hours left. But so I'm going to kind of look through and skip those in Anna, Ohio. But you can look at those for relative prices if you want. So here's the next one up. It's in Decatur, Indiana. Not too far from me. Let's see what their buyer's premium is. Okay, it's a little bit more complex. Let's say I'm spending $3,000. My buyer's premium is going to be $360. So it's actually more than 10% because of the price. All of these items are still at Decatur, Indiana. But this is how I find the auctions that have the items that I want, and then you might choose which one you want to go to by buyer's premium, by distance. Here's another example. This premium is capped at $200. So even though it's a 10% premium, it's capped at $200, but then there's an internet bidder fee of 5% over that. So if I were to spend $3,000, I would pay $350 because of that internet bidder fee. And that's an advantage to actually going to the auction. And so I actually prefer to be there. A lot of these places do charge a premium for buying online. Now, our motive in this video is not to actually go through and evaluate each of these prices or to evaluate particular models and the differences between them. It's just to show you how to use this tool to find upcoming auctions. I'm sure there are other tools that, who knows, maybe even do it better. If you've got a better approach, list it in the comment. I'd be more than happy to hear that because this is a little bit clunky. So this buyer's premium is not so bad. So let's say I want to go to this particular auction by Chalker's Equipment and Auction. And this is where it gets a little bit challenging. I would like to see everything available at this particular auction. That I don't have an easy way to do. I can click on the link to go to the auction site. Some auctioneers have a list of their auctions, and other auctioneers don't. So here's an equipment auction here that's going on, you know, and it's showing some items being sold. Not if you can hear that, but they're auctioning live right there. Hey, here's a 1025R with just a few minutes remaining. 15 minutes remaining. I need that. Current bid, $1,100 with 15 minutes remaining. I need to buy that. Look at that. It's got the blade itself is worth $1,500. Yes, I know it doesn't have a loader, but we could fix that. 175.9 hours. So here's a couple of approaches maybe to help you see everything at a given auction. I'm going to enter a keyword here, and I'm going to use their name, Chalkers. So I apply that keyword, and now I'm going to remove the category of mini excavator. Okay, so now I've got everything from Chalkers forgot the date of that auction. That auction was 12/6. So I'm going to go back to the dates, and I'm going to select only December 6th. So now I've got it narrowed down to everything that Chalkers is selling on December 6th. That's an easier way for me to kind of see the breadth of what's going on at this auction to decide whether I want to go or not. For instance, that backhoe there looks pretty exciting. I don't know about the little trailer. But you can see this is a lot of ag stuff that happens to have some of these mini or micro excavators. Okay, here's one of those mini skid steers, Chinese mini skid steers, and this gives us just a good way to kind of see how many items they have available, whether it's something that I might have broader interest in than simply that mini excavator, one or two mini excavators. This one clearly has some brand new looking attachments available for skid steers, which is common. We talked about that in the last video. Jumper cables, yeah. So that's the approach that I use to get to narrow it to a given auction or an auctioneer, is by using the keywords and then narrowing in on the date. And of course, you could narrow by state. I don't know if you can get closer than that or not, but that's the approaches that I use. I'd also like to show you the watch list. If you sign in to this site, you can basically press the heart button and add to your watch list any item that you want to see. And that's what I've got going on here. This one in 7 minutes, 7 minutes, 7 minutes. Each of these are ending in 7 minutes. I just added a few that happen to be coming right now. Let's see, what model is this? This is the QK16R, and its current bid is $1,800. It's in Minnesota. This is buyer's premium. If I were to bid $1,900, I would be paying $190. So it's just straight up 10% at this price. Yeah, I guess we could make a trip to Minnesota. As the times get lower here, you see that it shows you the seconds remaining. And if we were to bid, I think it extends it by a minute. Some of those details are listed elsewhere. But you can be approved to bid. It's not that difficult. It may even be like a credit card or something to get it approved. But yeah, here's all the can I bid, how to. There's just plenty of information on this site. In case you were interested, here's where those 6 that I had in my watch list finally closed. QK16R was $2,100. The XZ20R was $3,500. QK16R, $2,000. $2,700 for a QK18R, QK20R. I believe the R is this Rato engine, which is the Honda knockoff. $3,500 for it, and an SD Lanch SDLE 20 is $5,200. While we're on the topic, how about if I give you a little bonus? Let's say you're not looking for any of these Chinese mini excavators. Rather, you are looking for maybe a little tractor. Just for example, since we have done a lot of work with the 1025R, let's look for one of those. First thing, when we go to the farm equipment page or any of the pages, you have to reselect the all, because the on-site auctions will, if you don't select those, you will miss a lot of interesting results. So yeah, you'll see a bunch of items auctioning that you're not interested in, of course. But rather than going down and doing any other selections here, let's just enter a keyword. We'll just say 1025R right here, and we will search. And there we go. A whole bunch of 1025Rs selling. Now, I'm recording on December 3rd. This one sells tomorrow at 8 a.m. Maybe I'll go buy that one at auction. Again, I better not tell Christy. But it tells a little bit of information about it. I don't know if the hours are listed on these particular ones or not. Some of them they are, and some of them they're not. See what the buyer's premium here. 10% up to $5,000 and an internet bidder fee of 3.5%. But again, it's pretty easy to select exactly what you're looking for. I want a BX23S. There they are, right? So there's 5 auctions coming up. across the country. It looks like several in Tennessee, several in Georgia, or one in Georgia and New Mexico, and then I recognize this one as Pennsylvania. A lot of items from McGrew's. That's a kind of a popular auctioneer in Pennsylvania. Now, there were lots of other questions other than just how to find the auctions. There were also a lot of negative comments like, you guys you're promoting this stuff. Well, I don't have one. I don't know if they're any good or not. I know that there are quality issues. I know that there are, no formal parts available. I get all of that. And besides that, it's a little flattering to say that our mentioning it in a video or two is actually going to make a significant change in the overall Chinese import market. I just don't see that happening. We might as well level the playing field here a little bit. Keeping information in a select group that doesn't really help, right? The information needs to be as freely exposed as possible. If people didn't know about these auctions, they're probably going to Facebook Marketplace and buying these things at a resale where someone else found the auction and then they're selling it for 50% more than they paid for it. Well, there's no need for that. Just go ahead and go to the auction yourself, buy it if you want it, and use it. If not, don't buy it. I have no skin in the game either way. It doesn't really matter to me personally. All I can say is that this is an option that's available. It's a phenomenon that's been happening. In fact, I find it very difficult, right, as an American, a patriotic American. I'm not necessarily thrilled about what's going on, but I also believe that as an individual, I can't do a whole lot about it. If I could totally change this market and change the world to be the way I wanted it, yeah, I might do so. But as it is, I'm just reacting to what's going on and what's been going on for years. We've seen it in different industries. We're just now seeing it in this industry, over the last several years. More information to come on this. I've got several different things I want to talk about on the topic. Let me know what would be most interesting from your standpoint to hear more about with respect to these auctions and the import situation happening on small equipment from China. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time on Tractor Time with Tim. For unto us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders, and he will be called Wonderful, Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Folks, that verse was written about 700 years before Jesus was born on this earth. Here's one of our temporary door coverings. We're trying to make it a little warmer in here. And here's a sneak peek at our new floor, in the mechanical room at least.